What's poppin', everybody? Let's make sure we get everybody in here today. We are doing a live video. Why not? Let's do a live video today. I'll tell y'all in a minute why we are doing a live video. Let's share it and make sure the people are in here. So y'all know the rule of thumb. Whenever we are live, we have to have our likes at 50%. There we go. Now I see the notification going. Likes have to be at 50% of no matter however many people we got in here. If we got 100 people in here, we need the likes at 50. We got 1,000. We need at 500. We got 2 people in here. We need it at 1. That's how we have to always do it. Let's talk to the family. Love life, what's going on? 1426 Warren, what's popping? We got Memphis in the building. Shout out to Memphis, where everybody checking in from. Let me know where y'all checking in from in the chat. We got Antoine, Mr. Action Jackson, what's popping? Hope y'all are having a good day. It's a cool day with me. About to go out, make some money. Doing so it's funny. I haven't done Uber Eats or DoorDash or nothing in like 3 years. On my other channel, I used to do it and do videos. But since I get Disney World and so many trips coming up, I was like, and since I get more time with my sports betting, since MLB slower, we're about to have playoffs coming, I was like, I need to go out and go do $100 a day and just use that money towards vacation. So I went out yesterday and actually did some gig jobs. So I'm gonna probably do a video on the other chat breaking down the difference of what I noticed from me doing it years ago to now, because it's a lot of different things. Jack in the building, what's poppin', Jack? We got New York in the building. We got Harlem, Baton Rouge, the best shrimp po' boy I ever had in my life, out in Baton Rouge. We got Ohio in the building. Eastern Shores of MD. Nicholas in the building. We got Chi-Town, Chirac in the building. I love Chicago. Chicago, I tell people, is my favorite city in the summer. You can't really beat Chicago, no matter what you like to do. You can do every single day of the week something different. I learned how to pimp on a budget out there. I was a flight attendant based out there for 3 years in Chicago when I first started. So I learned all the hood spots. I learned all the cheap spots, all the touristy spots. So I loved it. But during the winter, Chicago can go straight to hell because it's cold and it's windy. Pittsburgh, that's where my sister lived out in Pittsburgh. So I've been in Pittsburgh a lot. Tampa, I had some good time in Tampa. I went to Y'all Top Golf. It was a guy. Where did I meet him at? I met no homo. I met a guy on a plane. I was working when I was a flight attendant. I was in the back, and the guy was all the way in the back. And it was funny because what happened was, like when you work in the back, you see like the passengers, and I'm like standing in the back, and I look down. And I see he had a baddie on his phone, this bad chick. And I was like, she kind of bad. And he looked at me and busted out laughing, and we just started kicking it throughout the flight. So I was like, man, what's your Snapchat or whatever it is? So I give him my Snapchat, and we just, you know how you like social media friends, you be friends back and forth. Then I knew he lived in Tampa. So when I was driving trucks, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be driving through Tampa. He's like, come on, we hitting up Top Golf. So we went out to Top Golf, and we completely he's out cold. Like I'm average in golf. That brother dude, he came. I knew it was bad when we came to Top Golf and he brought his own clubs. I'm like, oh no, what? Every time 300, like, jeez. So shout out to Brandon. That's a good brother that I had met out there. some DoorDash content. I'll definitely watch. Yeah, I'll definitely show people how to grind in this thing, because yeah, I think I make a lot of money doing what I'm doing, but I'm still willing to go out and go deliver somebody some damn groceries. And a lot of people was like, look down on it, they're beneath it and all that type of stuff. It was like, I I wanted to troll and do one where it's like, I make six figures, but still but I now have to do DoorDash with like a dramatic. They're like, oh, he lost all his sports bets, man. I told you about that gambling. So I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it though. We love you, game. Appreciate it. Love the picks. Took Seager for 2 home runs live. He just hit his second one. So that was a great play. That was a good deal. All right, so we got MLB. I mean, not MLB. See, we talking MLB. We got NBA. So the first thing I'm pissed off at, let me know. Like, this is what's happening with my FanDuel account. For some reason, it's been weird all day where I can't deposit money. Logging in is weird. So, like, look, when I go to do my automatic login, which I do every single day, 50 billion times a day, I get 2 screens. Is another weird screen, and then I get unexpected error every time I go to log in. But when I hit the X, it allowed me to be logged in, but it acts weird where I can't deposit any money. So if I go to deposit some money, that exact same thing, that add funds, look, it do that screen. Is anybody else FanDuel is doing that? I just updated the app and everything. I deleted it, tried to bring it back. So they don't want me to win any money today. I hope they fix that soon, because that's not cool. So a lot of my plays today, when I do put them out, will probably be all on some different ESPN, DoorDash, DraftKings, or Fanatics. It will be probably on something different, because they won't let a player be great and I don't have no monies. And they're Phoenix AZ. I rock with Phoenix. I wanted to go to Phoenix to go golfing because it was too cold out here, but it's warming up now. I rock with AZ. I had to do training out there for 30 days in Mesa, Arizona. It was 116 degrees, like on a regular. Like, we just would hide throughout the day, and at night finally go outside and go hop in the pool. Indy. I've been to Indy for the Circuit City Classic. That was fun. Good food spots out in Indy. People was cool out there. Appreciate it. DraftKings, the best app for me, yeah. And did y'all know that DraftKings, like, forever, they always had it where I can share bets, but I would have to share it to a group. I couldn't directly do a bet and send it to you, same way you can do with FanDuel. Now Hernandez want to get a damn home run. Now you want to get a home run today, Hernandez. I had you yesterday. Nothing. Now you want to get a home run. I'm definitely putting you for 2. It's going to be crazy funny that if everybody that I had yesterday for a home run, because nobody got it, have it today. I had the Dodgers going crazy yesterday because they was going against a starting. Look at it. It's 4 runs in the first. Come on, dog. They're doing exactly what I need them to do yesterday. You can't. Hold on. Let me talk to the community. Can't make this up. I needed Dodgers to go crazy yesterday and did nothing, but today they wanna go off. So I'll probably be doing some live MLB plays also, because if they want to go off, I'm gonna still make money. I'm gonna still make money. If they want to go off if you want to. Lando, where did you find Aaron Judge over under home runs? Because I couldn't find it. I saw you hit. I did it on ESPN bet, for some reason this year they're not allowing us to do them. Like DraftKings used to have it. They don't have it this year. They didn't have it last year a lot. BetMGM, they also have it. I'll have to check if they get it right now, but I already won money on BetMGM off of no home run this year. So I believe right now actively BetMGM and ESPN bet is the only ones that have the no home runs for right now. All right, so with NBA, let's get it. So y'all know who I like to use. We like to use Outlier. If y'all don't have Outlier, that's who I rock with. You can try them out for 2 weeks free. It is outlier.bet/Lando or promo code Lando2. That will give you 2 weeks off. Outside of that, it is $20 a month or $130 a month. So imagine how much money this possibly making you to be paying $130 a month. That's the plan I have, and they give you, rich people stuff. And we'll look at some positive EV today since I'm going out to go do some orders. I could kick it with y'all for a second today. And I didn't do any official plays because FanDuel is not working. So I'm doing all of this raw dog right now. I haven't looked at any games. I don't know who's playing. I'm doing everything live. So bear with me. I didn't plan anything in this. So we're going to go over all the games. We're going to see what we got. Go over some props. See what we like. See if we can share out some good bets. All right, so the first game we got the 76ers and the Wizards. We have two bums fighting over $1. So you got Washington. They are the underdogs with Philly to win by 2. So let's see if we can get an injury. Look like nobody is playing. Oh, even Justin Edwards possibly not playing. We already know none of them is playing. Look at this injury list, bro. This is crazy. Wizards, injury list. So you just got a bunch of randoms playing. So I wouldn't do anything too much serious with. I wouldn't take that game serious. Only game I'd be taking serious is teams that's in the playoffs. Fighting for positioning. You got Boston, a playoff team, Magic, a playoff team. And today you just be looking at who's possibly playing, who's not playing. You got Jaylen Brown, game time decision. He's questionable. He only played 22 minutes to get there. So I'll possibly factor in Jaylen Brown probably not playing. Drew Holiday, he just played yesterday. He's possibly not playing. Al Horford, he's possibly not playing. Porzingis probably not playing. So they're benching all starters. So they're benching all starters today, what it looks like. And over here, you just got Suggs. Okay. So I would take the Magic to win this game. And that's why you have them to win that game. 7.5 because it's all bench players that's going to be playing. So they're resting starters. So I'm assuming Celtics probably locked into a position where their playoff, position is probably not going to move wherever they win or lose, depending on how many games is left. Hornets and Toronto, I will stay away from that. Two bums fighting over $1. This is the game everybody want to see. LA Lakers versus Dallas Mavericks in Dallas. Luka return. This is the money maker. Put Luka for 50. Put him for 60. Put him for a triple-double. Put him to bum it up. Fade him. Everything. Do all type of crazy bets that game. And will AD play this game? It's AD playing. Game time decision, dog. You better be playing. You better be playing this game. This is y'all Super Bowl right here. This is y'all championship, Dallas. So y'all better give everything you got. So they got the Lakers to win by 5. Who y'all think will win that game? Let me see in the comments. Who do y'all have? Put 1 if you got Lakers to win. Put 2 if you got Mavs to win. Who do y'all think will win that game? First, let me see who's been hotter, right? Let me see who's been hotter over the last few games. Lakers are 3-2 in the last 5 games. Mavs are 2-3 in the last 5 games. And the Mavs have lost their last 2 against the Clippers. Ugh, okay. And they have played each other twice this year and split. Mavs won at home. Lakers won at home. This a good one. I don't see the Lakers losing this game. I don't see. Luka's going to be emotional, so he might bum it up first half or whatever it is. But I think everybody's going to rally around. I see the Lakers rallying around Luka more than the Mavs rallying around Anthony Davis. Like, yeah, he don't fully want to be there. He don't care too much. It's like, but Luka, everybody's going to be watching now. He's probably going to airball his first three. I wouldn't deny it. It might be crazy. 1-1-1. I'm seeing a lot of ones. Hold on. Somebody said AD is mad. AD for 50. Okay. Come on in. Come on, Cletus. We're going to have to add AD for some blocks, everything. I don't have any of that. It's going to be a trap game. Well, you got to cover all angles. You got to cover the blowout. Cover AD going crazy. Cover LeBron going. You just do a bunch of $2 bets of some crazy stuff. Because we possibly will get crazy stuff. Nobody can guard AD. You're not lying. Nobody can guard AD on the Lakers. So you are right about that. Sammy, number 1. Go ahead, Sammy. Welcome to the live. Also, everybody said number 1. AD is probable. AD going to play today. Davis, Luka for a double-double. Hell, you might add some other people in there. Luka 5 threes. So y'all like this gonna be the game to watch. And it's early. They're not making us wait till nighttime. I prefer it to be a nighttime game. 94% of money is on the Lakers. 6% is on the money line for the Mavs. This is screaming Vegas. Mavs is going to win. This is screaming. Let's take 94% of people money. Oh, yeah, so that's going to be nasty. So the books are heavy on over and our Lakers winning. So I would lean towards, just off looking at this, towards Dallas covering the spread, at least. Will they win? I don't know. I don't know, but they should possibly cover the spread because Vegas going Vegas. We got the Heat versus the Bulls. Are any of those in the playoff hunt with losing records? NBA standings. All right, with this new stuff, because I'm used to 1 through 8 make the playoffs. Is it 9 and 10 also do that play-in stuff now? Is it 9 and 10? So if so, the Heat is in it with 36 and 43. So, and the Bulls, okay. If that's true, the Heat and Bulls, so this is going to be a competitive game. So that should be a good game. Somebody clarify for me with the seedings. Is it 1 through 8 automatic make the playoffs and 9 and 10 have to do the play-in? Or how does it go? Because it's a new thing they added years ago, and I'm just used to 1 through 8. I don't even like adding this play-in stuff. It's dumb. So okay, A Wood said he in the play-in, the Bulls are out. But how is that possible if the Bulls have a higher seeding and if they possibly win tonight? Because they have a tied record. Right now, it's probably a tiebreaker such as who won the series or something. But, but I could be wrong because I don't know. What y'all think? Somebody educate me on that, please. 7 play. Okay, so it's 1 to 7. 8, 9, and 10 is in a play-in. Okay, I believe that's how it goes. Okay. All right, so that's a good game. Either way it go, this is the game of the day so far off of what I'm seeing. The U.S. market has the best day in more than 16 years. Smart man. All right, so we got, let's see what injuries we have on this game. Is Giddey playing? That's all we need to know. Is the Giddler playing? We don't care about nobody on Miami. We know Lonzo. When the last time Lonzo played, bro? Ball haven't seen since February 28th. Like, they family is so injury prone. Okay, Giddey game time decision. Giddey missed the front club with a back-to-back forearm. So everybody is game time decision. So this NBA is so trash right now. I can't wait to playoffs because you know who's playing and who's not playing every day. Right now, this is just a spit show. It really is. Thanks for that like, whoever did it. So for everybody that's in here, make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. We always have to have likes at 50%. So if we got 114 people in here, let me see how many people we have in YouTube live right now. We have 77 people in here and live in YouTube. So we need at least 35 likes. So at least give us 10 more likes. Let's get that out the way and we can continue the video. 10 more likes. We had 25 and we can continue the video. Keep on doing the analysis and we can start looking at some props. See what's the best for you guys to possibly make some money. 28 likes. Bam, we had 31. 4 more of those likes and we can continue the video. I appreciate you guys for y'all great participation. So, come on. Keep it going. We all at 32. The winner of 7 and 8 gets the 8th seed. That's how it goes. The winner of 7 and 8 get the 8th seed. The loser of that matchup, winner of 9th and 10th, the loser 10th. Okay, yep. So the winner gets the 7th, the loser gets the 8th. Okay. Yeah, so it's interesting. All right, we got our likes. We good. We continue the video. So we got Blazers versus Utah, Spurs versus Golden State. Do Golden State need better seeding? Where's Golden State? Because, you know, the West is crazy. Yeah, they got to win. Look at this, y'all. This is crazy. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 teams is at 47 and 32. Like, one win or one loss can literally put you on the play-in. This is crazy. From 48 to 46. So you basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams that's fighting for their life, bro. That is wild. Jeez, what team was I just looking at? Golden State Warriors. That's what I'm looking at. So the Warriors 100% need to win. So everybody should be playing. They need to win that, and they need to win by a lot. They don't need to win by a lot, but they'll probably prefer to win by a lot so they can pull starters. So with this game, be careful with the props you do, because if they get up by a zillion points, which they probably will, they're going to pull starters. So be prepared for that. Nuggets, this is the game we would love to see. Nuggets have a terrible, tough schedule going into the playoffs. They just fired their head coach. They just fired their GM. The whole world will be watching this game. So that's a good late night game I will be watching. I will be monitoring, seeing what's going on, because it's some drama with this game. So Murray, let's see what Murray be playing, because he haven't played in forever. Game time decision. So Murray is doubtful for Wednesday, so that means he won't play. Murray is not expected to play against Sacramento, which will mark his 6th straight absence. Sargar is running out of time if you want to return before the end of the regular season. So it's just like hamstring. He's just not healthy, and he won't be healthy going into the playoffs. So yeah, you gotta depend on Westbrook and some of them young bulls. All right, we got Houston and the Clippers. Do Houston have the 2nd seed? Yep, Houston got the 2nd seed locked up. At this point, I believe nobody can get 4 more wins, right? Because I don't think it's enough games left. Is it? So Houston probably is not playing any starters. And the Clippers, 4th seed, Clippers is playing to win. So you take Clippers that game, and you fade a lot of starters in this game, if they even plan any starters. So go. Look like they're trying to. They still playing everybody. The coach probably on it. So we'll see. All right, so let's look at some props. Let's read some comments. We're going to look at some props of some plays for today. The best ones that I actually like, how you can make money. I thought they released Westbrook, but they ain't releasing no damn Westbrook. Giddy, the Gittler. We got double, Austin Reeves for 15, Hero for 20. That is a cash and play. That's a good money right there. That's real good money. Like that play. All right, so let's see what we have here. Go to Handy Dandy Outlier, and we're going to go to some props only. Now, I'm warning y'all, like today plays that I possibly do, even if I do some, which I probably will. But since my FanDuel, so for people that's in here, late, I won't be. Let me see if I can do it without Wi-Fi. Let's try and see if I get this error without Wi-Fi. So I'm going to turn Wi-Fi off and see. Is that, no, still doing it. So I can't deposit any money. So a lot of my plays will probably be coming from DraftKings, Fanatics, ESPN, Bet, it depends. So, yep, so I still can't deposit any money. They don't want your boy to be great. But it's impossible to stop the vibes, baby. It's impossible to stop the vibes. All right. So first thing first, I will show y'all. I can't show y'all my secret. I can't show y'all my full secret. Can't give y'all the full juice. I thought about it. But I give y'all the outlier juice. All right. Zoo, he's been getting a double-double every game. That's just what he's been doing. So if you look at his points, the last 10 games been over 10, right? Bam. So I will take Zoo at like 12 points because since it's late enough in the day, you can find alt points for Zubac. So let's say you take him at 12 points right there. Reason we like that because he did that 10 straight plus games. And we're not going to take him for 15 because he got 14 2 games. I believe he'll get 12, right? So then we're looking at rebounds. His rebounds, he has gotten 10 rebounds or more every single game. Now, first, let's look at 9 rebounds and look at the odds. Oh, I didn't even add the points, did I? Would have been nice to add these points, Mr. Anderson. Would be nice to add them. All right, so if we did it that way, they don't have it alt on FanDuel right now. They do have it on DraftKings. So let's see what odds would they give us if we did this. I'm looking to see if I can get odds better than his double-double. So if we did it like this, we had minus 390. We don't want that. So if we upped his, we keeping that at 12. And if we up his rebounds to 10. So this is going to be higher than, this should be higher than his double-double odds because minimum he can have 10 points. But we're going with 12 points. So now let's check the odds. Minus 280. And what is his double-double odds? 240. So, okay, it's 320 over on DraftKings. So you get better odds for that. But it's better to take his double-double over on FanDuel, and you can add some stuff to it. So we clicking that right now because we like Zubac double-double. Odds of him getting that is high percentage at this point. Now we go into the next play, which we're looking at. Giddey over 2 rebounds in the first quarter. Very, very, very solid play. Very solid play. This is very underrated because we know Giddey grab rebounds. He have done this in the last 10 plus games out of the last 20. 1, 2, 3. He did it 17 out of the last 20 games. You'll be crazy not to take this bet with these odds if they allow you to do that on a lot of books. FanDuel will have it. So now this is a good play to get you plus money. If you did FanDuel this Giddey play, and if you took Zubac, they don't have it over on FanDuel yet. Why? Okay, so let's do this. We're going to take away stuff we really don't use. I don't even know if Sleeper is available in Michigan. Price Picks is not bad. Okay, so these are books that I actually can do. So we don't want to mess with too many books that we actually can't do. All right, Zubac, if we want him over here. So if we did this over on DraftKings, Zubac, we like his double-double. Giddey first quarter, rebounds. They're not giving us good value over here, but we have minus 146. So we almost got something to at least double our money. I don't like adding threes on this. I'm not messing with any threes. So for this purpose, let's take off threes. So we're just going to add what I want. I want assists. I can rock with blocks depending on the book. So we'll keep it on there. We like double-doubles. Most points, we will do most points over. Points and assists, points and rebounds, points, rebounds. First quarter PRAs. Will they allow you to do first quarter PRAs? No, we'll take that off. Rebounds and assists, rebounds, steals. So this is what we have. Now, this is the only person who have done this within these odds, that first 10 game. And with the odds, I would be more lenient where I want alt lines. See, watch this open up all these props. I want alt lines, but we don't want anything that is higher than 500. So we're going to put, these are the odds we want. So I'm filtering out exactly what we want for plays to double our money. And, not plus 500. Not plus 500, class. Minus 500. There we go. So now you see you have so many more options of people who have done things 10 games, 20 games. Like, look at this. SGA have done this for the last 20 games plus. What he have done is 29.5 points and assists. 20 games straight. So the odds of him doing this is very good. So we add that play. Bam. Now we have us a plus 106. This will be my first official play, if I remember. And let's do this. Do I have... Oh, stop that. We don't want this still in here. Okay. Giddey, Zubac, double-double. All right, so let me do this right because I had the old stuff still in my slip. We had the old stuff still in there. All right, so we got double-double, bam. All right, so let's see. Well, they'll let me... They're not allowing me to add SGA. So SGA props might not be available yet over on DraftKings. What time do he play? Oh, he played late. That's probably why. So let's see if we can do combination player props. We can do. Yeah, they don't have any player props available yet. But when they do come available, probably before the first game, hopefully, I like that as a play. Let's keep on going. Now we're about to look at individual plays. So that was just like a parlay we cooked up. But now we're going to take away odds, take away these odds. I just want a over or under that I would like. That would give us a regular prop vibes, good odds. Let's take away our filters and just give us, we do from -165. There we go. All right, LeBron haven't been scoring a lot of points first quarter. I'm not touching that with 10-foot pole during this game. Chris Dunn, don't like threes. Joker. All right, let's look at some Joker props, what he's been doing. He's been under on assists a lot. I will avoid fading Joker after this game because we don't know how Denver will respond. So I will leave Denver games alone, such as individual props. These plays is where you put your big money at. The crazy plays is something different. But, you know, let's see with Luka. Luka. What you been doing? So it's your points lately, over under, comeback game. I would definitely want to do something involved with Luka. Now, I do like his first quarter points at 8 because we know he can hit 2 threes. That's 6 right there and hit 2 free throws. And we know he's automatically taking the first shot probably. And the Lakers will probably feed him. So if I'm a smart bettor, taking Luka points over in the first quarter might be the move. Even though he might be cold and nervous and all that stuff, we know he's going to give us a lot of volume. That's the thing. He's going to give us a lot of volume over there. Oh, let's take these away. That's one thing he will do is give us a lot of volume. So that's something interesting to look at. Kobe White, now we can go with the serious games. I will only be betting real money on these serious games. We got Kobe White. What the heck happened in this game? Oh, he went against OKC, and this is a game I bet on him. This is funny. Take a lucky guess, class. The last time I bet on Kobe White, he had 7 points. Well, no, he had 7 points. All right, I like this. He's been teetering a few times about it, but we know they need this win. Looking at their head-to-head against, who was they playing? Miami. This is how it will trick you. Against Miami, he usually at around 20 points. Averaging 19.71. So what I would do with this is take his stuff down to 20 and add some stuff with it because that's still good money. So watch this. You take his stuff down to 20, now it looks better on that head-to-head. And if you take it out and look at the last 20 games, he got over 20 points, 18 out of the last 20. So that's another good one you can add, such as your props if you want to do a parlay. I wouldn't take that 24 straight up. The books are very smart at doing it at that because it tricks you where it's like, oh, that looks like a great play. You take it, but you don't realize against Miami how they play him. He really don't be doing that. Now, Peyton Pritchard, I personally, without looking at anything, I would take his for a full unit. His, they already got it high. Man, I thought I was smart. I thought I was on to something. I was going to say take his PRA, whatever it is. Over, they raised this up to 31.5. He did that once in the last 10 games, but they have it that high because they know they're pulling all starters. Man, if they had it a little bit lower, this is a tough one. Because let me see his minutes. This is a tough one. Because I'm now looking more towards the fade because the thing is he already played a lot of minutes. You're playing 34 minutes. It's only 48 minutes in a game. You got to take a break. So he's getting a lot of minutes. He getting starter minutes. And he ain't been able to do this, but he haven't been the primary, secondary, the third main option. That's a tough one. What y'all think about Pritchard over and under? SGA is out tonight. So that's why. Did they just announce that he's out? Vortex in the building. What's popping? Vortex. No sound. Can you guys hear me? My sound is showing that it's working. Can y'all hear me? Chief said no sound. The chef said no sound. It's showing that y'all can hear me. I caught the Marlins game, the Yankee game. Your sound is cutting in and out. Y'all saying my sound is cutting in and out. Here, let me go on my own YouTube and let's see if I can hear myself. Sound is cutting in and out. Cutting in and out. Okay, I think it's just probably since I have this on with me leaning and moving around. Have it like that. So let's just change it. Where is my cover? Hold on, I'm trying to look for my mic cover so it won't be sounding so terrible whenever I talk in this. Up there it go. I was sitting on it. And now we got it. Alright, so y'all should be able to hear me clearly now instead of me doing that. Your sound didn't work at first, but now you're good. Everything is clear. Nothing is cutting in and out. I hear you. That's old. No sound. I hear you. I think my sound went out when I switched screens like this. Then my sound probably, well, no, it's just my picture went out, but the sound didn't go out. So I don't know. But look like y'all can hear me now, so we're good. So let's look at the chat. Banchero over 2 rebounds is high. Is a high hit rate. Gotta check that out. Zubac double is iffy today. He's only hit 1 and 5 with the matchups. So yeah, if you look at the head matchup, but the difference is they need that game, and I believe he's going to do it because it's a must-win game. Do you mostly use Outlier for your picks? Have you tried it on your phone or just wondering? I 100% do it on my phone. Only time I ever look at it on my computer is right now. So 100% do it on my phone. I would say with NBA right now, I would say 85% of my picks are manually done by me because I do my picks different heading towards the playoffs. Playoffs, I go very strategic. So basically, this is how my plays will look. Most of my plays for playoffs, you will see a lot of same game parlay bangers. So that's why y'all been seeing me do them lately. I'm just preparing for playoffs, basically. So what I'm doing is going to a play. Let's say this is a playoff game, right? And I'm looking at the law of averages of what players been doing. And you can do this with Outlier, but depending on what books you're doing it at, like I can't do it from my phone. But I'm looking at Austin Reeves, and even as if I'm doing it this way. If I do it this way. All right, so I'm looking at Austin Reeves. And I'm looking at Austin Reeves last, let's say 10 games. Let's just say just the last 5 games. I'm looking, Reeves going to get me 20 points. At the worst, 15. I'm rocking with that same game parlay because I know in the playoffs, consistent players is going to be consistent. The choker's going to choke. You can rock with who you need to rock with. So I'm like, okay, I like Reeves for 20. And we can just say this for today. For example, right? Let's go Reeves 20. This is great value right here. Great value. And even with him for 15, it's even real better value. So let's lower it down to 15, which we really like him at 20. Now I'm looking at his assists. And you can look at his away games, his home games. I'm factoring all of that in. What he doing his away, what he doing his home games. And I'm seeing he's going to get about 3. He's going to get about 3 assists. I don't think you can add 3 assists over on what you call it. And this is not worth it. So I wouldn't mess with no minus 3,500, especially on assists. Rebounds, I will leave rebounds alone because so many games he just won't grab it. And then I will go to each player and break it down, and I will come up with a same game parlay that's very efficient, very high percentage of hitting. If not, 1 or 2 people gonna mess it up. You find out those 2 people. I prefer doing those. So it's going to be like 3 of these safe plays, and then you're going to have the crazy shit where it's like, hey, Reeves could get a triple dub, but let's lower it down. Instead of him getting 10 assists, we're going to go 8 assists. Instead of 10 rebounds, we're going 8.8 rebounds. And I'm matching him up with another player who could do the same just on the opposite team. So let's say who can get a triple dub on the Spencer Dinwiddie. We're gonna go 8 assists with Spencer, and then we don't usually get no rebounds. We gonna match him up with 8 rebounds. We're not even gonna allow you to do him for 8 rebounds. Though he'll be getting that. So 6 rebounds. So then you have a crazy play like this where I'm like, okay, I got a hot $2 to win 13 hundo. So in the playoffs, my plays look very, very safe, then very, very crazy. It ain't too much in between. We trying to build our bankroll good, and we're trying to hit absolute bangers. But, you can break it down. So hopefully that answer your question, how I do it when it come down. I took the Lakers team total points over 115. If they are 4-1 last 15 games, they've been averaging a lot of points. The only problem is they're on a back-to-back. I wouldn't touch total points on a back-to-back. It's just not, I wouldn't do it personally. I think aux spread on Peyton would be good tonight. Yeah, the only problem is we don't have okay, this is why you'll need outlier, right? Because I was just about to say, we don't know how Peyton would do without Tatum playing and all this type of stuff. Do the handy dandy outlier for the people that don't have it. All you have to do is type in promo code Lando2 to try it out for Lando2, LANDO 2, to get 2 weeks free, right? So let's go to Peyton, right? Now this one thing that's dope about outlier, we is looking at his under points, rebounds, and assists, right? Now what we can do is click this. It's different on your phone, but you'll figure it out. Games played without, let's see, Tatum. And is he going to be playing with Brown? Brown game time decision. Let's first look with Tatum. Games played without Tatum. So now in his last 10, instead of him being under 1 time, you see without Tatum. Now that's why you need to be a nerd when you're really actually doing this to a certain extent. So it went from 1 game to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's now a 50% chance he's going over these numbers now. it changes from that 90% chance it wasn't or 10% chance it was. Now you can add another player. The problem is you run out of games and analytics with this, because how many times have he played without Derek White and Tatum? So now we go to Derek White and Tatum. You only got 2 games that he did that. And the 2 games he did, 45 and 59. You're in a bad predicament with this play. So that's how you can filter it in, if that helps some people. Let me know in the comments if that helps you out. I can hear you. I hope you're saying I can and not K. In Beer Balls and Bets Discord, you are a real one. Appreciate it. You know it. I knew you back. Back to back. What's most important? Would someone does 10 games in a row, or what they are doing home or away? Amazing question. This is a very, very good question, y'all. So let's talk about this. So Mark just asked, what's more important? What's more important? Somebody that did some 10 games in a row, or somebody who have done some home versus away? Now, this is my opinion. This is no factual situation. I give y'all my opinion, then we'll look at some players to see if we can match it, right? My opinion is, with superstars or all-star caliber players, what they have done in the last 10 games. Because in that last 10 games, they played home and they played away, and a star job is to shine, and they're going to get a consistent amount of minutes. They're going to do the exact same routine. They're going to wake up and they're going to do all type of certain stuff, right? And with a role player don't have as much of a routine as a star, so it could be more iffy. And a newer player to the league, a rookie, somebody younger, can't handle. They're not used to, like, they're getting out their bed and driving 15 minutes to the court. It's different than them waking up in a hotel room, being away from their family, having to do, fans yelling at them, I hate you, you suck, and all that type of stuff, right? So let's look at a quote unquote star. A prime person. Let's see. Is Tatum? Yeah, Tatum is fully out. All right, let's look at his Banchero. Banchero is a star in the league right now. He's an all-star caliber player. He's getting better and better. He's younger, but he's a star. He's very consistent. So if we look at his points in the last 10 games, look how consistent this is. 31, 30, 30, 30. This, you can't get no better than this. 3 games off, and the 3 games off was consistent. Now, let's look at this, because we can do this with Outlier. If you don't have Outlier, it's the best sports betting research tool in the world. Make sure you guys get it and use my code. Now we click home games. It changes. Look at this. Now you see a potential 40-point games. You weren't seeing that on other ones. And now you have a potential of lower scoring games of 20 or whatever it is. And this possibly, you have to factor in, is it a blowout? And both of these two wasn't a blowout. So you have to factor in a lot of things. So if I was doing Banchero and today, and say they're playing a competitive team and they are playing exactly I had that in the way. I'm looking at this and I'm putting him at 24 or 25 points. 25 would get you better value. I personally wouldn't put him for 30, even though it's been very consistent. These 3 games I don't like, and 2 of these games was at home. So I wouldn't trust him to go over that third, but it's a good chance. It's a great example. Now, let's look at somebody who's a role player. On the Lakers, we have just to be funny, We got Jackson Hayes. I'm laughing before I clicked on. All right, we got Jackson Hayes. I'm not gonna disrespect that man right now. I ain't even gonna say nothing bad because I don't want YouTube pissing me off. Okay. All right. So Jackson Hayes, he's a starter. This is somebody that's playing, averaging 20 minutes a game. He ain't getting a lot of time. He ain't getting enough, right? You don't like this prop, man. I need to be serious. Let me do somebody serious because away games. Yeah, all right. Let me get a better player to actually like shoot or something. All right, let me not pick on Jackson. Okay, we got that's that. Oh, perfect person. Perfect person. Brandon puts however you say buddy name. He's being cold lately. He's been consistent lately, but he's still a role player within this system, right? So you look, this is a perfect example right here. So his over under today is 15.5. I'm 100%. I care about whether you playing home or away. I don't care anything about this with him. I'm going right to right here because he's younger. He's more of a role player. And I'm looking. I was like, all right, they got a 16. His last 2 games at home. Boom, boom. Next thing I'm looking at is minutes. I want you to be over close to 30 minutes. Over 25. If you're under 25, you shouldn't have that person on your slip for a serious bet, to be honest. He's over the threshold. This one, this don't tell me enough. Only thing that tell me is I wouldn't do him for a full price. I would do him for 10 points because I get under 1,000 value. I get plus 650. So I know if I do him under 10 over 10 points, he's at a 90% rate. So that's why you see a lot of my plays are alt plays. And that's why I don't do videos like all other cappers do videos 8 in the morning, because I don't do plays like most other cappers. Most of my plays is like, I'm not grabbing his over and under because I can't judge it. But 10 points, he can get that. But this prop is not going to be out first thing in the morning. So that was a very amazing question. I hope that helped you out a little bit. The problem with Austin Reeves is playing like a superstar basically right now. And D, everybody say what up, Dota D, one of the admins, one of my brothers in there. Yeah, I wouldn't consider Austin Reeves because Austin Reeves, his stuff looked like Banchero. His junk is consistent. So it's like, all right, let's look at his minutes first. His minutes are 36 minutes a game, bro. He's playing the whole game. So he's playing super starter minutes. You look at this, 30, you know, so you see his off games. He had 3 off games where it's 20, 12, and 18. And if we did away, his away solid line is 15. So he technically play better away than he do at home, if you ask me, because his highest game at home in the last 10 games was 31. He's a little bit more consistent at home, but his highest game away was 37th. His lowest game at home was 12 in the last 10 games. His lowest game away was 16. So he's a better away player, if you ask me, because the math is mathing. So I would take Austin Reeves at 15 points. So you got to think. So now we got what you call it? We had for who did I just click? Right? Brandon. I can't pronounce his name. But now you got cousins over here, right? You got 2 cousins. The 2 white cousins. All right, we got 1 cousin right here. We got AR 15 for 15. And then we just did Brandon. And we just did him for, what was it, 10? I believe. for 10. This is beautiful. So now you already got 2 over there. You at 268. Best odds right here is at 268. So this is how you really create some good parlays. Doing it like this. And breaking that down. Damn, I'm just not seeing a live where you are late as hell because I'm about to get off this live. I got some money to make. What up, though, dear? Let's see. Because we're seeing Mobley and chat blocks. Do you consider taking a defensive ranking? No, not at all. It is because my thing is, it's funny. I watch other cappers that will let's do it where y'all can see this question a little bit clearer. I will watch other cappers that will take like 30 minutes and break down the defensive rating and all that type of stuff and still lose the bet. So it's like you wasted 30 minutes breaking down all this stuff and the bet still lost. So in my opinion, it's like just give a good play out. It's like just give a good play. So that's why I don't always go in depth with my plays because I know Pavin Smith just got a home run. I know most people just want the bets. Some want the analytics. So I try to mix in between both. But I don't necessarily think like with my not research, with my experience, me adding in the defense and all that stuff versus not doing it, it don't change enough. So if I do a play that I like, raw dog without all of that matchup stuff versus adding it in, this don't help me enough. Now, I know some people that does it and it can be efficient the way they do bets because they like, for example, if you know the Spurs are trash against Josh Naylor, just got a home run. Okay, they back to back. If you know the Spurs are terrible against guarding point guards, so you go to their defense and you can have it where it's like, okay, what is their defensive rank versus point guards and all that type of stuff. See, versus point guards. And they're 24th efficient, whatever it is. And you can look at Golden State offense, versus all that stuff. So let's say they're number 1 in their last. So you can be like, man, whoever their point guard is usually getting cooked. So those analysis kind of make more sense to me. But I just like consistency. As long as you've been doing something consistent, I don't care who you playing against. That's all I prefer. Just be consistent. Would it be good to start doing units, defensive parlays? What do you mean by defensive parlays? Don't get on a bet if they're streaking. You need to follow on your own. I watched your old video. What you talking about? What you talking about, Carrie? I agree with you. I don't understand what you're saying. Don't get on a bet if it's streak. So are you giving people advice basically? Don't get on a bet if it's streaking. I disagree. I prefer to bet on LeBron to score 25 points if he did it 19 straight games. If you get on that trend after he did it 3 games, you would have won the next 16. So it's like, yeah, you can get on it. But, it's a chance that they're going to bump it up and Steph Curry going to have 3 points. I prefer that versus me seeing Halliburton bum it up. And I'm like, he's due for a good game. And he bum it up. And I'm like, I'm an idiot because all he been doing was bumming it up. So I'm trying to time the market. I don't want to time the market. I believe that's like timing the market when you do that. I prefer consistency. But people know how to win timing the market. So it depends on that. Favorite bet for baseball and MLB parlay together. Talking about today or just in general. Lando, I don't know how you do it. The homie tells me in baseball, I win him money at Saints. I lose one day and he's talking shit. That's how I go. That is how it go. They love you when you win. They hate you when you don't. That's exactly how it go. Out for lower leg. But y'all have any last questions? Because I haven't put out any NBA bets. I need to go leave. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. We got 89 people in here, so 90. So we at least need 45 likes, and we have 55. Y'all are doing good. Y'all got the likes up. Make sure you guys are leaving a comment, hitting the like button. That encouraged the algorithm to push videos out more. That encouraged me to do more lives because everybody do love live Lando plays and all of that stuff. And y'all can actually ask me stuff and I do it. Definitely take Pritchard over for threes because Celtics are a 3 shooting team and somebody got to shoot them. So I definitely like that. That was insane when Curry had 3 of them. Let's look at Curry. Let's look at Curry's stuff. Let's look at his stuff. Curry. Stephen Curry. Let's look at your points, dog. Last 10 games. This is not like, this is the most weirdest 10 games in NBA history, bro. You had a 52-point game, and 3 games later, you had a 3-point game. This is stay far, far away. Like, you have whatever you do with Curry, points-wise, you got to do either or the extreme, right? You take him for like 40 points, 8 threes, 9 threes, 10 threes, or you do the ultimate fade of him not even going to get 15 points. That don't even make sense, right? So, like, look, the lowest you can fade him is 20. So, him is, like, Curry's a person you got to fade and say you won't score 20, or you have to say he's going to get 8 threes, which he can get. You know, so right now he's not playing consistent ball. But then again, he do have a new teammate and he have a new role. So he's, so he's there learning each other. So it makes sense. When it comes to building your bankroll off of straight bets, what's the odds we should go for every bet? My objective is something close as you can to doubling your money. I wouldn't do, like, say if I'm doing a $100 bet, I don't like anything under minus 150. So I wouldn't be looking at anything under minus 150. The goal is something that's in plus money. But, with props, straight props, you're not going to fully get that. So that's how, in general, what's your favorite bet in basketball and MLB? Example, strikeouts, hits. With NBA, my favorite is is rebounds. Rebounds only. Rebounds only. Who is at my house? Let's check the camera and find out and see. Is my wife ordering? Oh no, she's going to karate. She's leaving. Home Alone, baby. We going streaking. All right. What I was just saying. I forgot what I was saying. See, I'm like a damn kid. Squirrel. Let me read. Okay, my best bets. Rebounds, because, for example, everybody was loving my rebounds. We stopped doing it once NBA got a little weird. But in playoffs, I 100% do rebounds probably every game. So, for example, this game, playoff vibe game. This is how I started doing them. Oh, they don't have them yet. Any game have all rebounds open? I think it's hard to do them. And you get them early because you have, like, with playoffs, who's already playing. So they don't BS around and you waiting an hour before the game to get props. They put them out early. All right, so this is what you do. So y'all can try this out today. Try this out with this game. Do every player for the lowest amount of rebounds they can get. So I'm giving y'all a cheat code on how I learned how to do these. Everyone for the lowest they can get. And your goal is you are hoping after you do everybody, you're close to doubling your money, plus 100, which you're not, but cool. All right, so then put in this parlay. So put in this for 9 cents, the exact same parlay. Put it in for 9 cents so you can track it. But now you can be more strategic. So if you went over, so for example, AJ Johnson, let's just say, if you more strategic. All right, so next we're going to Johnson and we're looking at his rebounds. And we're going to go for last 5 because so many people have been playing, not playing. Last 5 is good enough. All right, so he got 4 as his highest, 0 as at his lowest, and he played 34 minutes and got 0. Me personally, if I see a N-word that gets 0 rebounds, you're not getting on there. So, AJ, you don't make the cut, unfortunately. So then we go to George. Oh, my wife is back because she left something. Well, let's see. Wonder what did she leave? Probably her phone. Probably left her phone, if I was to assume. All right, so last 5 games. 3, 4, 10, 3, 4. Bam. Solid can get you 3. He's grabbing you 3. So we can take that off and move him up. Bam. Our odds just got higher. And you're doing this with each player and you're making a judgment decision. So that's all I'm really doing is making a judgment decision on certain players. And then some players, you can just ask for more because you know certain players will get more. So you see he's at 5.5, his lowest. But if we go to right here, his last 10 games, lowest is 6. So we know he gets 6, but we know he could get us 9. He could get us 8. So you can decide on doing that. So you basically do that and you'll be very, very efficient and very close. And some of these will hit by halftime. And you like, geez, that's fun. And I do that because it's so much fun when you're watching the games during the playoffs where it's like it's easier to track. It's real good. I guess I'll put some money into FanDuel since majority of your bets are there. Shit, not today because they got my account locked where I can't deposit no money. So they're going to be somewhere else today. His unders have been cashing. Got hooked on Booker last night. Yep. Don't forget that some of these players will not be playing or limited time rest. Yeah, so it's like, would you recommend someone do a straight bet over a parlay when building your bet? A lot of cappers and a lot of people look down on parlays. I don't look down on parlays if it's a safe parlay because I prefer, like, for example, prime example, Tio. Let's clear you out, all right? Prime example, if we did that rebounds, right? The rebounds I just did, right? And we skimmed it all the way down and we got a plus 100 out of it. I would say that is, just off the top of my head, let's just say I'm good enough. I can hit that at 60 to 80% range. Let's just say it's at a 70%. We just going between 70% range of me doing that, right? For a plus 100 or minus 150. Versus me going to a player prop and picking Buddy over or under. In my opinion, this is just a 50-50 bet. You got a 50% chance he's going to go over. You got a 50% chance he's going to go under. You could do the research. Vegas made it this because they know they going to win money more times than they going to lose money because it's real sharp. They're real smart at it. So, but sometimes if you do hella research, and what I've been doing lately, I've been able to read the game very easily because I've been looking at discrepancies within the books. So if I wanted to, it just take me hours. I can break down everything. On like so say for example, if I went to every single player that's playing today, right? And I looked at, okay, let's go to Boma. Don't do that. And I went to Bana rebounds, and I'm looking. I'm like, okay, bam, 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 bam. And let's just say this is in the middle of the season. Nobody's not playing and starters being pulled and all that crazy stuff. Just say this a regular real game. I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay, cool. Boom. And I can see the discrepancy. I'm like, okay, I like his under. This make much sense. The books are messed up. The reason they have it so high is because players not playing and players is out and he gonna have more opportunities. But I can look, so then I can go to his points. And I can do the exact same thing. It's like, okay, I can't find, just looking at this chart, I don't see anything that's standing out to me. So it's like if you watch Severance, when they're on the computer looking at them numbers and they like, you got to wait until you see something that stand out. I do this enough where it's like Severance to me. I can just click on a player and I can just look and see certain things that stand out to me. And I'm like, oh, shoot, he's been getting a lot of points. He's been getting a lot of assists. An average person would go over on his points or assists. And I'm like, nah, let's go over on his points and assists because I like it. So I don't know if that answers your question, but yeah. Aaron and show off for walks is making me bank. I know Judge already got his walk. Did Otani get his walk yet? Did Otani get his walk? Did we already make money while I was on his live? Let's go, Otani. I hope he got his money. He got a walk. I'm assuming he should have with the Dodgers already having shit. Nationals got 5 runs? It was 4-0 at the beginning. Okay, Owani. Yep, he got it. He got it. Told y'all. Hey, day, Judge and Otani playing together. Just do it every day all year until they going to crash the odds. The odds going to go to hell sooner or later. But, wow. So for example, that's exactly an example. I noticed a discrepancy with the books with Otani and Judge walks. They're giving us too much value for it. So I would do it every single day. Like we did it the day before yesterday, we won. We did it yesterday, we lost. We did it today, we won. But our odds, we're just going to keep on winning more than we lose until they change the odds. Then you have to make a decision. It's like, all right, is it worth it now? So that is an example of the way my mind thinks. So let me go eat, go out and go make some money. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Now I still got to do some damn plays. I'm just mad I got to do them on a different book. So I got to add money somewhere differently. All right. And it sucks because when I do it over on Fanatics or a different book, most of them that I use outside of DraftKings don't have outlier. So it's hard to transfer them over. And even with DraftKings having it, DraftKings don't allow you to parlay the same plays that FanDuel allow you to parlay. So it sucks. So sooner or later, I'm going to start my own sports books that make sense. And I won't have to use any of them. We can use sports books that actually make sense. So, but until then, we have to complain. And I will see. Last question. D said, great point, Reggie. Don't forget some players will be playing. Yep, definitely. Great point. Definitely do that. Do you like Boston money line at plus 260? Okay, that's the last question I will answer. I believe you're talking about the Boston Celtics. Yeah, I believe that's what you're talking about. I just don't see them winning without their starters. Not in, like, if there was in Boston, this would be 2.5 or something closer. In Orlando needs to win and they got starters playing. Banchero about to cook Pritchard and all them boys, man. They too small. He might go for 40 tonight, to be honest. the value was good, but you like, let's see who's playing. Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, Jaylen Brown, Luke Cornett, shit, Namias, quite like, who the hell is that? Man, it's a money bag grab. This is the game. Shit. What y'all talking about? Man, you can put Pritchard for 30 of them things. Shoot, because somebody got to score. Sam Hauser, 20 of them things. Who gonna grab them rebounds? Y'all playing around. This is a money boy. Pritchard, 6 rebounds. Whoever my African brother is, grab some rebounds. Bam, right here. I just got y'all some money, man. $10. $10 to get y'all a thou wow right here. Lock it in. Lock it in. That's cash money. 20, 30, 26, 6. Because I love games like this because you have non-starters start playing and Vegas don't know what to do with this game because they don't know what players would do. So you can take advantage of that and hit some bangers. The only problem is you have to have some crazy bets. You got to have a lot of them to be able to get it. I don't even know who the hell that is. Y'all, the starter sitting, but Jaylen Brown, game time. And Jaylen Brown probably not even going to play. That's the crazy part. All right, let me get out of here. Come join the Hall of Fame. Y'all want to ask me some more questions on the $30 a month. See y'all soon, baby.